Hey everybody, welcome to Mammoth Interactive's YouTube channel. First of all, I want to thank you for watching this video. And remember that this channel doesn't do Patreon. Instead, we sell our digital courses down below. And every single dollar that we get from the products you buy below goes into making more content. The best way to help out this channel and Mammoth Interactive is to subscribe to Mammoth Interactive's huge library of content. Get thousands of hours and hundreds of courses for a low price down below. We have a monthly option and a yearly option. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the video.
All right, so let's take a look at how we can go and finish off this little example. So first things first, you'll notice that remaining statues isn't working the way we want it to, right? And the reason for that, well, basically, is we're counting up instead of counting down. Now, we couldn't have actually counted down because we didn't get this count statues variable at the beginning, okay? So I'm gonna, well, first of all, delete this print string here, but let's hop back into our heads up display here. And actually the heads up display, the statue here. And the statue, this is where we add. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to, we can actually subtract from it. So what we're going to do is we're going to do, total statues. Okay, so we're going to get the total statues here. And by the way, so what this does is, like, we technically set up statues collected. You can technically add in both of these to the heads up display, and we might even do that here. So what we're going to do is we're also going to delete that here. We're going to subtract 1 from the total statues, and all this is going to do, right, is we're going to destroy actor. Yes, that is good here, but we need to set up the different variable here as well. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do total statues. So get the total statues and just simply replace that with the other one, right? And so we got remaining statues 5, 4, and it didn't quite work here. And why is that? Total statues here, and we have the total statues here, and that's why. So we have to set total statues. Okay, so we have to set the total statues here, and then drag that up in here, not cancel here, and let's see what the problem is here. The target. Here, let's just go back in here. We are going to set total statues. Okay, then basically set that up here like so, and then that should do that. All right, so we have the remaining statues 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We have to actually hit it though. Okay, so and once it reaches 0, we're going to set the text to something else. So how do we do that? Well, let's hop back into our heads up display here, and what we're going to do is we're going to do a comparison, and that comparison is actually quite easy to do. And so what we're going to do is we're going to we have this total statues here, and we're going to simply compare integer. Okay, so first of all, we need to hook this up here. And with this, we need to do a couple of things. We need to, first of all, compare the int. So if the input is going to be equals, or if it's greater than 0, we're going to simply return the node here. Okay? And if it's greater than 0, and by the way, if it's equal to 0, we're going to do that here. But the major issue, actually, let's undo that here. So the major issue is if it's equal to 0, we need to change the variable of heads up text. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the heads up text here, and I'm going to set this to all statues collected. Okay, and basically I'm going to what I'm going to do is I'm going to just return the node here. Now this is really important, okay? Because what happens here is we're going to we need to set the this heads up text here. Actually, what we need a whole other variable here. We're going to call this output text. Okay, and let's compile that here. So what we're going to do is we're going to set output text to simply all statues collected here, and we're going to drag that in here. Okay, and actually what we're going to do here is we're going to get the output text and set it here. And let's actually spell output right. So output text like that. Okay, so we're just going to drag that in here. So the output text is what we're going to be doing here. So if it's equal to 0, it says all statues collected. So I think if we do this here, it says nothing, and then if we go and collect them all, it should say all statues collected. Okay, so there we go. It does indeed work. So what we then need to do is we need to set the output text again when it's greater than 0. And what are we setting the output text to? We're setting it to what we had before. And we need to hook this up here, okay? So I think nothing should change here. And yeah, this should definitely work. 4, 3, 2, 2, and 1. And then it says all statues collected, okay? So let me go over how this works here. So we needed another text variable to set to what to print. And the reason why we did that is because, watch this. If I try and set both of these here, it doesn't work, right? I can't set more than one variable here. So what I did instead was I just put the output text here, and then I set the output text to whatever we want here. We can say all statues collected, or we can do that heads up text and the statues collected blending mode. And so that's basically what it is here. Now this does get a little bit complicated because, like, first of all, we're going above and we have the stuff below here. So could we make this a little bit easier to read? Well, maybe if it was up here like this, it might be a little bit better to read. Now, you might not think that making your making everything readable is important, but it absolutely is. I've had projects that completely have failed because, well, basically because I had unreadable code. Okay, and in Blueprints, it's no different. If it's not readable and it's not organized well, you're going to waste a lot of time. And that time can be better spent making your game better. Okay, so here we go. I think everything works here. Now, the last thing that, if it's not already obvious, is that now, since we've tested everything, I can move any of these statues anywhere I want. And the functionality still stays the same, right? I can simply move it here. I can move this guy up here. And, you know, if I'm making a game where we where we have all of our statues, right? So let's move that and hide this guy back here. And then lastly here, we'll move this guy over here, and then maybe move this guy over here. And so if we run this game now, it's like, well, where are all our statues here? And there was where was our statue that I moved over here? So this, there we go. So as you can see, you know, now we can collect all the statues, and nothing's really changed, right? Nothing's changed at all. So that now we can just simply collect all of our statues. And then, you know, we have 2 left, and there we go. And so if you wanted to make a game where you simply collected something, there you go. And that's all it is. All right. Thanks for watching this little mini tutorial series. I hope you got a lot out of it. Please be sure to like and subscribe. And if you really like this channel, please buy Mammoth Interactive's content below. And if you really, really like this channel, please subscribe to Mammoth Interactive's content. We release 20 to 60 hours of fresh new content per month, and it is the best way to help out this channel. And our goal is to get to 10,000 monthly subscribers on Mammoth Interactive. It really does help us out. So please, so definitely please help us out there. And like and subscribe, and I'll see you in another video.